Today we're testing a keto / carnivore bread recipe that looks absolutely legit. Sarah and I love testing recipes on our channel, and one of the biggest requests that we get is to test more bread recipes because we know that when you're on keto, you miss bread. And we would definitely know about that because Sarah and I have been living a technically keto lifestyle since January of 2019, and we've lost a combined total of 160 pounds. And I used to eat bread with every single meal, every single day. And we've tested a lot of bread recipes on this channel, from flat bread to bread that was just made out of meat, to bread that was made up by artificial intelligence. We've done it all. And so we are looking for a white bread recipe. And this looks like it. Sarah and I came across this recipe on Pinterest and I said, wait a minute, how can this be carnivore? It's called Carnivore Soul Bread by buttercreambeauty.com. And we're gonna be leaving a link to this recipe in the description below so that you can get all of the measurements. We're just gonna be quickly going through it, but please support the original creator of this recipe. There's no reviews on this recipe, so this could be a hidden gem. And if you look at the picture, it looks white, it looks airy. The other thing that I thought was intriguing about this recipe is that the ingredients are all pretty common. So the ingredients that you're gonna need are cream cheese, butter, eggs, heavy whipping cream, unflavored whey protein isolate, which is probably the most exotic ingredient in this entire recipe, beef gelatin powder, sea salt, and baking soda. That's it. So the only two pieces of equipment that you're gonna need for this recipe is a loaf pan and a food processor. Here we have a food processor. We're gonna be starting to add in our ingredients now to make this bread. And we're gonna be linking our food processor and everything that we use and the original recipe in the description below. To the food processor, we're gonna be adding in our cream cheese, melted butter, eggs, and heavy whipping cream. We're gonna pulse this on high for about a minute, and then we're gonna scrape down the sides so that we know that everything is fully combined. We're gonna add in the rest of our ingredients now, and we're gonna pulse that on high, and then we're gonna scrape down the sides again, and we're gonna pulse it until everything is fully combined. And then we're gonna get to pouring our bread into our pan. Next up, we're going to be pouring this batter into our loaf pan. I'm gonna add my factory finish on top, just like I did with the PSMF bread that Sarah had her doubts about, but ended up looking gorgeous.
Make it nice. I like a nice design on the top.
This is me making it nice. Ah! Just kidding.
Oh my god, you scared me.
Alright, and I'm also going to shake it because I see other people doing that. Alright. We're gonna stick this in our oven that's been preheated to 350 degrees for 35 to 40 minutes, and then we're gonna check to see if it's done. It's been 40 minutes, our timer has gone off. We're gonna see how it looks. Oh my. Oh wow, look at that. It's definitely risen. Look at this, get that in there. That looks legit, actually. Can I touch it? Oh. We're going to take this off and let it cool. I kind of want to take this out of here. Sarah doesn't want me to, but...
If it collapses, it's your fault.
I kind of want to.
Okay.
So we're gonna let this cool completely. Sarah's convinced that it's gonna collapse. I don't think it's going to, but. It's changing, it's morphing, it's
collapsing.
It's not collapsing, but you can see here that it kind of did come in on the sides a bit. We are going to slice this into some nice pieces. Spread a little bit of oil or butter on it. We're gonna toast it. We are going to be making a sandwich out of this bread. We'll probably try it on its own too, just to see. We're going to be making a little deli sandwich. Lot of mayo, little lettuce, tomato, some sliced chicken breast. That's gonna be awesome. Maybe a pickle if Sarah has any in her fridge. Do you?
Maybe.
We're gonna go downstairs and we're gonna try this soul bread. It always turns into something else. What Sarah means is when we were toasting up the bread for the sandwich, I thought in my mind this probably would work for French toast. But then at that moment, as I was thinking that, Sarah's husband Alex walked in the kitchen and said, you should make French toast out of that. And so decided to whip up a quick French toast. Couple of eggs, splash of heavy cream, some cinnamon, a little stevia. Let's try it. Why not? You know, we're already here. So this smells awesome. It toasted up pretty nicely with a bit of butter in a pan. We don't really have a toaster. You know, we do eat bread substitutes, but we just don't have a toaster. It's like we just toast it on a pan or under the broiler for a couple minutes. Yeah.
I don't have that much counter space, so I don't really have a toaster.
First off, it kind of looks like angel food cake. Mm-hmm. It's kind of got a cakey vibe to me.
Cake, yeah. Cheesecake.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of dense. Mm-hmm. You know some breads, they say that they're cloud breads. This is a soul bread. Is that because it's denser?
Possibly.
It's not offending me. I like it, actually.
It reminds me of cheesecake, but lighter. Mm-hmm. But neutral tasting. I think it could go sweet or savory, but we'll find out with our sandwich. So we have some truffle mayo on here that we've been really loving. Just kicks up any dish.
This way or this way? Or this way?
No, I would say like diagonally.
This?
Yeah,
really?
I think a diagonal cut is the most attractive.
I'm kind of worried about it.
Oh, with gusto.
We need some WD-40 on this table.
Do you want to explain really quickly why we eat at a tall table?
We are almost 6 feet tall, and when we tried this table originally, we had to hunch over like this because we were using taller chairs. And so we couldn't get ourselves and the food into frame, so that's why it seems like we're like short, but we're actually almost 6 feet tall. So that's what you have to do to record videos, you know?
Seeming like the bread is holding up. Mm-hmm. I like it. I really like that truffle mayo. Mm-hmm. It's not crumbling apart. You know how some keto-friendly breads crumble?
You know, for something that doesn't have any almond flour or coconut flour or psyllium husk, it's pretty darn good. I like it.
Some of the egg white breads that we've tried have kind of like a plasticky feeling to it. Like a meringue type of vibe to it. This actually has more of a cakey-like texture.
I'm here for it. Mm-hmm. And for like practically no carbs. So what would have carbs in this? Trace amounts of carbs in the heavy cream, trace amounts of carbs in the cream cheese. That's it. Mm-hmm. I think it's a pretty cool recipe. I like it. So my main concern with the French toast experiment that we're doing is that it wouldn't absorb the batter when it was sitting in there. I don't know if it has or not. I don't know if it's called a batter. The soak. The egg cream soak. I guess we'll find out.
Okay.
I can't tell.
Yeah, I can't really tell.
Well, there's yours. Easy to cut.
Yeah, for sure.
I cannot tell if it's soaked or not. I guess we will see.
It kind of looks like it, I think.
It has like almost a custardy flavor to it because of the.
It might be good in like a bread pudding. Now I'm thinking about it. Yeah, it's almost like custardy in the middle from soaking up that egg. But I like the way it tastes here. I really like this bread in this application. I think the Lakanto maple syrup really helps to make it seem like it's a legitimate French toast with the butter and that on there. I think this tastes really great.
Right.
What do you think?
I like it. I'm eating it.
Like with both of these applications, the bread is just a vessel for the flavor. Just like we always say, you know, really jazz it up with like truffle mayo or adding on some Lakanto sweetener on here. It's going to taste like what you want it to taste like. You just have to be a little bit more open-minded about it. Emily's eating all of it. I mean, you can really tell that she likes it. So I definitely would give this bread a try.
Peppering in some carnivore recipes can really expand your world. That's what we were saying before. Don't just discount it because it's not exactly what you're doing. I think that this was a great recipe. Obviously, I don't think that like adding keto maple syrup is like a way to keep it carnivore. But hey, it has barely any carbs in it, and it tasted really good. So I'm happy with the way that this turned out. I would have to say, though, I liked it a little bit more in the French toast.
Really? Okay.
What about you?
Because the consistency is cheesecake-like, I think that it lends well to a sweet application, like French toast, and like maybe a bread pudding, like we were saying. But adding the truffle mayo in there, I really liked it as a sandwich too. So I like that it's versatile. You can make breakfast and you could make dinner with it. So give it a try. Let us know if you guys like it.
And if you would like to see us make a carnivore flatbread, which we made a couple weeks ago, and that was actually really, really good too, you can click right here and we'll see you over there. Anyway, I'm Emily.
And I'm Sarah.
And we are the Keto Twins signing out.